The Stanley Hotel stands majestically against the backdrop of the Rocky Mountains. F.O. Stanley, a man of innovation and vision, built this grand hotel. It opened its doors in 1909. The Stanley Hotel quickly became a beacon of luxury. It attracted the elite and discerning travelers seeking respite in the mountain air. The hotel's elegant architecture and opulent interiors whispered tales of a bygone era. Each corner held stories. Each room was a silent witness to history unfolding. The Stanley Hotel was more than just a place to stay. It was a testament to a time of grandeur. In 1974, renowned author Stephen King found himself at the Stanley Hotel. He was alone. The hotel was eerily quiet. The silence was almost palpable, wrapping around him like a heavy, invisible cloak. It was the end of the season, and King and his wife Tabitha were the only guests. The vast, empty spaces of the hotel seemed to echo with the ghosts of past visitors. The emptiness amplified the silence, turning the Grand Hotel into a haunting labyrinth. Every creak of the floorboards, every distant sound seemed magnified in the stillness. That night, King had a vivid nightmare. It was a dream so intense, so real, that it jolted him awake, his heart pounding in his chest. He dreamt of his young son, running through the hotel's empty corridors, pursued by a sinister fire hose that seemed to come to life. The fear was palpable, the sense of dread overwhelming. This chilling dream became the genesis of The Shining, a novel that would redefine the horror genre. King poured his fear and anxiety into the story, creating a narrative that would captivate and terrify readers for generations. King transposed his nightmare onto the pages, forever entwining the Stanley Hotel with the chilling narrative. The hotel, with its eerie silence and haunting presence, became the Overlook Hotel, a character in its own right within the novel. The process of writing The Shining was intense for King. He delved deep into his own fears and insecurities, exploring themes of isolation, madness, and the supernatural. The Stanley Hotel, with its haunting atmosphere, provided the perfect backdrop for this exploration. The history of the Stanley Hotel itself added layers to the story. Built in 1909, the hotel had its own share of ghost stories and eerie occurrences, which King wove into the fabric of his novel. When The Shining was published in 1977, it quickly became a bestseller. Readers were drawn to the terrifying tale, and the novel cemented King's reputation as a master of horror. The novel's success led to a film adaptation directed by Stanley Kubrick, further immortalizing the story and the Stanley Hotel in popular culture. The Shining became a cultural phenomenon, influencing countless works of horror that followed. Today, the Stanley Hotel embraces its connection to The Shining. It offers ghost tours and special events, drawing fans of the novel and film from around the world. The hotel's eerie charm continues to inspire and captivate visitors, just as it did Stephen King all those years ago. The seed of inspiration that took root in the quiet halls of the Stanley Hotel grew into a towering achievement in horror literature. Stephen King's nightmare became a shared experience, a story that continues to haunt and thrill readers and viewers alike. And so, the legacy of The Shining endures, a testament to the power of a single vivid dream and the haunting beauty of an empty hotel. Over the years, the Stanley Hotel became synonymous with paranormal activity. Guests reported strange occurrences that defied logical explanation. The hotel, with its grand architecture and historic charm, seemed to hold secrets within its walls. Many visitors came seeking a peaceful retreat, only to find themselves in the midst of inexplicable events that left them questioning reality. Unexplained noises echoed in the stillness of the night. Footsteps could be heard in empty hallways, doors creaked open on their own, and whispers seemed to come from nowhere. The eerie silence of the hotel was often broken by these mysterious sounds, leaving guests and staff alike on edge. Cold spots sent shivers down spines. These sudden drops in temperature were often accompanied by an overwhelming sense of dread. Guests would find themselves enveloped in an icy chill, their breath visible in the air, even when the rest of the hotel remained warm and comfortable. These cold spots were often reported in specific areas, leading many to believe they were the result of supernatural activity. Shadowy figures appeared in the periphery of vision, only to vanish upon closer inspection. These fleeting glimpses of dark shapes moving just out of sight were enough to unsettle even the bravest of guests. Some described seeing full apparitions, while others only caught a glimpse of a shadowy form before it disappeared. These sightings were often accompanied by a feeling of being watched, as if unseen eyes were following their every move. One of the most enduring tales is that of Lord Dunraven, a former resident of the area. Lord Dunraven was known for his eccentric personality and his love for the land where the hotel now stands. His presence is said to linger in the hotel, particularly in the billiards room, where he spent many hours during his lifetime. The story of Lord Dunraven has been passed down through generations, adding to the mystique of the Stanley Hotel. He is said to haunt the hotel's billiards room. Guests have reported seeing the ghostly figure of a man dressed in period clothing standing by the billiards table. Some have even claimed to see the balls move on their own, as if an invisible hand were playing a game. The billiards room, with its old-world charm and vintage decor, seems to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. Guests have reported feeling his presence, a sudden chill, or the unsettling sensation of being watched. These experiences often leave a lasting impression, with many visitors recounting their encounters long after they have left the hotel. The feeling of being watched, in particular, is a common theme among those who have stayed at the Stanley, adding to the hotel's reputation as a haunted destination. Whispers of laughter, the clatter of billiard balls when no one else is around, all contribute to the legend of Lord Dunraven. These sounds, often heard late at night when the hotel is quiet, add to the eerie atmosphere of the billiards room. The combination of these auditory phenomena and the visual sightings of ghostly figures creates a compelling case for the existence of spirits at the Stanley Hotel. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, the stories and experiences of those who have stayed at the Stanley are enough to make anyone think twice about what might be lurking in the shadows. Section 4. The Warrens investigate, seeking answers in the shadows. The paranormal activity at the Stanley Hotel attracted the attention of Ed and Lorraine Warren. They were renowned paranormal investigators. The Warrens visited the hotel in the 1970s. They aimed to document and understand the unexplained events. Their investigation, shrouded in mystery, only added to the hotel's mystique. While their findings remain largely undisclosed, their presence cemented the Stanley Hotel's reputation as a hotbed of paranormal activity. The Warrens' visit further blurred the line between fact and fiction itself. Section 5. Debunking the myths. Rationality meets the paranormal. Despite the chilling tales and eerie occurrences, skeptics offer alternative explanations. They point to the hotel's age. They highlight the natural creaks and groans of an aging structure. Drafts, they argue, can create sudden drops in temperature, easily mistaken for cold spots. Pareidolia, the human tendency to perceive patterns in randomness, is often cited as an explanation for shadowy figures and fleeting apparitions. The power of suggestion, fueled by the hotel's reputation, can also influence perception, leading guests to interpret ordinary events as paranormal. Section 6. Embracing the supernatural, a haunted hotel's modern allure. The Stanley Hotel doesn't shy away from its haunted reputation. Instead, it embraces it. This historic hotel, nestled in the picturesque town of Estes Park, Colorado, has become a beacon for those intrigued by the supernatural. Its storied past, filled with tales of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena, has only added to its allure. The hotel has cleverly capitalized on this eerie charm, turning what could have been a deterrent into a major attraction. The hotel offers ghost tours, inviting guests to explore the most paranormally active areas. These tours are led by knowledgeable guides who share spine-chilling stories and historical anecdotes, making the experience both educational and thrilling. As guests wander through dimly lit hallways and creaky staircases, they can't help but feel a shiver down their spine, wondering if they might encounter a ghostly figure around the next corner. Visitors can even participate in nighttime investigations, armed with EMF readers and other ghost hunting equipment. These investigations offer a hands-on experience for those eager to delve deeper into the paranormal. Participants gather in the dead of night, their senses heightened as they scan for any signs of ghostly activity. The thrill of the unknown keeps everyone on edge, making it an unforgettable adventure. The hotel hosts screenings of The Shining. This iconic film, inspired by Stephen King's stay at the Stanley Hotel, has cemented the hotel's place in pop culture. Watching the movie within the very walls that inspired it adds an extra layer of eeriness, making the experience truly unique. Guests can immerse themselves in the film's eerie atmosphere within the very walls that inspired it. The dimly lit screening room with its vintage decor sets the perfect mood for a night of suspense and horror. As the movie unfolds, guests can't help but feel a connection to the hotel's haunted history, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. The Stanley Hotel has turned its haunted legacy into a unique selling point. Themed events such as Halloween parties and paranormal conventions draw crowds from all over the world. These events are meticulously planned to ensure that every guest has an unforgettable experience filled with thrills and chills. It provides an experience that caters to both believers and skeptics alike. Whether you're a die-hard ghost hunter or just curious about the paranormal, the Stanley Hotel offers something for everyone. Guests often gather in the lobby, sharing their own ghost stories and experiences, creating a sense of community and camaraderie. The hotel's ability to blend its haunted past with modern amenities makes it a must-visit destination for anyone seeking a unique and thrilling getaway. Section 7. The Allure of the Unknown, a Final Word. The Stanley Hotel is more than just a hotel. It's a place where history, luxury, and the supernatural collide. Whether you believe in ghosts or dismiss them as mere figments of imagination, there's an undeniable allure to the Stanley. It's a place where the past whispers through the corridors. It's a place where imagination runs wild. The Stanley Hotel is a testament to the enduring power of storytelling, the thrill of the unknown, and the captivating mysteries that continue to draw us in.